Hello and welcome to the National Stadium East Field as we prepare for this fixture. Arnett Gardens against Humble Lion. And we're off. Arnett Gardens will kick off the proceedings here. They'll be kicking towards the hills into the Blue Mountain area. Humble Lion, of course, will be kicking towards the Caribbean Sea and to downtown Kingston in particular. And just a slight breeze at the moment in favor. Well, let's be a little bit more specific. Behind Arnett Gardens, whether it's in favor of them or not, we'll find out in a few minutes. And case in point, that one being carried by the wind, and it's going to be a throw into Humble Lion.
Yeah, a lot of time, Donald, you have teams kicking with the wind behind them, and it really works against them more than for them. You still have to measure your pass.
But here's Arnett Gardens trying to come forward now. There's a challenge there. And Arnett Gardens still with the possession, and the ball played inside the area. Arnett Gardens was in the middle as well.
Lewis really intercepted well there.
Free kick to Arnett Gardens. Alex Thomas, of course, coach of this Arnett Gardens team.
And he will understand the fact that a lot of patience will be required of him to be able to make sure this team does well. And that's what you get when you have a lot of youngsters, but you get a lot of energy. A good flow.
This one is down the keeper's throat, no problems there for Mikhail Harrison.
A good thing for sure. We've seen some improvement from Arnett already on the offensive front. They've had a shot on target in this one early. And so whatever has been done to improve it is bearing fruit so far.
Ronaldo Cephas now trying to manufacture something for his team. Ran into some problems, and Humble Lion, they managed to clear on that occasion. Shane Roberts. Almost sold him short there on that occasion. Did Steve Clark.
I feel Cunningham also didn't react well as it's passed to him. And we're seeing a manifestation of...
Here's Guthrie playing inside. Oh, that's a lovely ball, and he made a stab at it. Did Hardly Barnes, and he hardly made contact.
He didn't, it wasn't. And if he just had allowed the ball to run across him a little more and just try and side-foot it, open his body and go for the far post, you feel he would have had a better opportunity to do so. To score, that is. But we're seeing the manifestation of what the goalkeeper coach Lamar Brown had said in the interview. They're looking to press and put Humble Lion under pressure.
Well, now they have the shot on target.
And they have 2 shots on target so far. So yeah, improvement. And that's what work on the training ground can do for you.
For the record, when a shot hits the post, it's considered off target, right?
Most definitely.
Okay.
And I know in the interview Lamar did say they had a shot on target, but yeah, there was 0 shot in that game against Tivoli.
Simpson going wide and right. Roberts. And too much on that one.
Yeah, I guess they'll continue to, in this early stages, just in the 5th minute, and it will try and measure their pass and determine the amount of weight to put on it with the wind behind them. Not so much a heavy one, but still enough to affect the trajectory of the passes, especially the aerial ones.
There was a late contact there. Trying to win possession, and did put himself in harm's way, and he was clipped on that occasion, Marlon Martin.
As I mentioned before, Martin alongside Kong, very, very important responsibility for both these players, playing with a double pivot. And these two youngsters, 19 and 18 in Kong and Martin respectively.
Anderson was thinking of the shot, and then in the end, Kong trying to get a long leg in. Clark stabbing that one through. The keeper was hesitant, but he made the big save in the end. And the follow-up still inside the area. The resulting effort is blocked once more. And finally, Humberline, they managed to clear, and the whistle goes in their favor now.
Yeah, it was a big opportunity there for Arnett. Initial touch inadvertently fell to a striker who...
Here's LeVon Williams. Oh, that's a lovely through ball, and it's put into the back of the net. Wonderful goal by Humberline. There was some hesitancy there because they thought it was going to be called back for offside, but Harris was in the right place at the right time. We've seen him score so many times in this fixture for Arnett Gardens in the past, but now it's against his old club. And with that, Humberline, they take the lead.
It took that quite well, and you talk about end-to-end action. That's a perfect counter-attacking play under pressure at the other end. And well onside is Harris, and as he looked up, took it well under a little pressure, but opened his body and just side-footed that one. Good finish. And against the run of play, you'd want to think Donald was under a lot of pressure early.
Yep.
Pretty sure Arnett will feel hard done by that, but that's what you get when you play the high press. You have to be mindful of the counter-attack, and maybe that occasion, not sure, probably someone needed to have committed some tactical foul early up the field to allow them to get back into shape. But as you say, with this game, Donald, in your opening comments, we always get goals, and we have done so early, and Price would be pleased with that.
27 goals for Arnett Gardens. Visional Harris does have the one goal last term for Humberline, and he has opened his account this season. Timed his run to perfection there, and the trap was broken.
The pass had to be made at the right time, despite his run, the pass was released at the right time, and there's only going to be one result with Harris. And what a different Donald a goal makes. I mean, Humberline seemingly was unsettled early. See them looking a little bit more composed.
Yeah, they have to do some defending now, though, although that ball trickled through and was easily handled there in the end.
Come on, country, give it up!
Kong loses out, trying to win it back, but can't. Shane Roberts has it for Arnett Gardens. Well, this can be an opportunity for Cephas. Keeps his balance, pulls it back at the right place. Straight to the keeper. It was Marlon Martin who came through. And the 19-year-old could not beat Mikhail Harrison.
Good run from Martin coming from deep. Almost the third man running. And Cephas did very well to get that into the box. Again, a team effort on target. But from the position of Coach Alex Thomas, I'd still encourage my team to continue to do what they're doing, because apart from the finishing, they have started really well.
You get the feeling that it's going to happen shortly for Arnett Gardens, as Steve Clark was pulled back there, and Clark is asking for the card. Arnett Gardens have been knocking, haven't they?
Really bright start from them, just to finish. But the build-up plays have been good. You look at that one, just either side. Well, if they went to the right side of the goalkeeper, certainly. And a big save there from Harrison. And
yeah, denying Cephas on that occasion, right? And here he is on the ball. Ronaldo Cephas twisting, turning, and shooting, and it's blocked. Still looking for his first goal in the Premier League, Ronaldo Cephas. And here's the shot from distance, goes wide. And Romeo Guthrie on the turn there, just letting fly.
I have to say it again, much improved in terms of the attacking play from Arnett. And as I said, Coach Thomas just needs to encourage them to continue to do what they're doing and trying to be a little bit more clinical in that final third. But yeah, you feel it's only a matter of time for them, Arnett, to get back on level term.
Look, Levon Williams with a little push there. Was hoping that it would have been undetected by the referee, but it was detected. Arnett Gardens with 4 shots on target so far. So much improved from their last game against the Gardens, where they just hit the post.
But you talk about efficiency, and Amberland 1 shot on target and resulted in a goal.
An opportunity. When we are throwing to Arnett Gardens. O'Neill Anderson takes the throw himself. Harley Barnes looking to beat his defender. Can't do so. Trying to win it back from Linville Lewis, the skipper. Lewis doing well. Lewin as well, finding Harris. Back to Lewin, back to Harris. Trying to play that one inside and couldn't. This is Luca Kong going long, looking for Cephas. Cephas has a little space to work with, heads to the byline. Cephas pulling it back, and Hartley Barnes is there. There's a challenge, and all they'll get is a corner kick on Arnett Gardens.
It's a good build-up play, and that pass from Kong, I mean, broke all the lines. Cephas was through. And defenders really needed to make that challenge and to be perfect with that challenge. Let's see here.
I'm not sure about perfection.
Most definitely that looks like a penalty for sure. Didn't get any of the ball, and you could see the ball continued in the same path it was in, which means the defender didn't get a touch on it to change the flow. And the referee was perfectly positioned, you feel, to have made that call. And Arnett can feel aggrieved for not getting that penalty and an opportunity to strike a goal from 12 yards.
She had to think about it, Odette Hamilton, and then pointed to the corner flag. We of course have the benefit of the replay. Corner kick is taken short. This one is swung in. Fantastic equalizer. He went highest to connect, and Janoy Cunningham makes it 1-1.
We saw it coming for sure. We spoke about Arnett and saying that Coach Thomas just needs to encourage his charges to keep going, and rewarded for all their effort. The 5th shot on target resulted in a goal for them, but that was beautifully taken and inch perfect cross into the box, taken short the corner, and the goalkeeper Harris, no chance with that one. Got fingertips to it, but powerful header. And with that, we're back on level terms.
Well, that header was almost as good as a penalty from 12 yards, really, because he was unmarked, and the former Falmouth United player scores his first goal for Arnett Gardens And what a time for him to get it. It's an equalizer here. 1-1 at Stadium East Field. And Arnett Gardens themselves off the mark in the Jamaica Premier League as well.
Yes, good goal from Cunningham. I would have seen him a few times, being a man from Trelawney as well. And he's just lit up football field here at Stadium East in Kingston here. So, for sure, I think it's nothing more than Arnett Gardens deserve in terms of this game and what they've shown in the opening 15 or 16 minutes of this one.
We're trying to get information as to what exactly is causing the delay for the restart. Well, we're on the way now. Well, no game has had more than 2 goals in the 3 weeks of the Jamaica Premier League, powered by Digicel, and Humberline looking for the third in this match, and Arnett Gardens with the interception. I suggest that we'll see another one at least as the flag goes up for offside against Hadley Barnes.
I'm in agreement with you, Donald. The flow of this game and both teams with the incentive of moving from the foot of the table certainly look to score more goals, and even have to give Humberland credit. Once they scored, we didn't see them go into a deep and a low block. They were still looking to go forward.
Cephas, he's been dangerous in the first 60 minutes of this encounter, and there he goes on a run. He's probably gone into second gear now, and then the interception made at the crucial time. That looks to be Rika Edwards over there on the far side. I like the look of Kong. He attends St. George's College still. Luca Kong, transferred from St. Mary, wanted to play for St. George's College in the schoolboy football season, as we see Visional Harris picking it up. Oh, he still has some skill. And twisting, turning, laying it back, and the shot stays over the top. Could not keep it down, Courtney Hill.
Yeah, always rising that shot, but again, you know, both teams looking for the go-ahead goal. I'm pretty sure from what we've seen, good work here from Harris. Once he laid it back, was always leaning back and going over Hill.
Formerly of Old Harbour Bay, Courtney Hill, still looking for his first goal in the Premier League as well, but his story is a long one. Pretty much lived in the United States for quite a few years.
Coach Thomas there would have been pleased with the response of his team, having going behind early in this one. But on the evidence of their start and play, would feel like they should be ahead, but they're level, so he's comfortable. Coach Price there, he would feel like, I think, fortunate, to be on level terms given the chances created by both teams.
There is Courtney Hill. So he lived in the States for quite a few years. Actually studied at Greece Olympia High. Did Hill. He's always wanted to make an impact in the Premier League. There he's on the ball. He's also still looking for his first goal. He's highly rated in Clarendon in particular. Obviously trying to make his impression in the league. He would have made his debut season last term as well, Courtney Hill.
And from the look of things, Donald, he's not shy. He always wants to get on the ball and influence the play.
Oh, here's a big chance, and the shot is handled well by Rodriguez, diving to his right. Didn't have a lot of power in it. That effort from Williams, it seems, and Shadim Rodriguez seems that he needs some attention now after he landed awkwardly.
I think Williams sort of rushed his shot after his first touch. Wasn't ideally in front of him, a little bit behind him, but he had a little bit more time. and cause Rodriguez some concern. I think the surface just fell bad on the surface. But he will be important for Arnett Gardens today. A good save hands.
Arnett with 7 shots. Humberline with 4 less at the moment. Cephas. Just wasn't paying attention there and then just lost it in the moment as it was taken off him.
I think Roden will be doing a lot of tracking back to goal with Cephas operating the way he is on that flank. He's had a bright start.
Martin. Now it's gone to O'Neill Anderson. Still a chance. He's taking up the shot, Martin, and then it was charged down at the right moment because he was looking to go for goal there. There's a clash of heads. And play will stop. And both players will get some attention. So Vanzi and Guthrie down. Yeah, could have been nasty. Vanzi, of course, is coming off a record from match day 1. Yep. And it wouldn't have been a straight red, obviously, because we'd have missed a couple more matches. So 2 yellow cards he received in the first game of the season.
Well, he will stay on for this one. But head injury will not cause him to have to leave the field.
Scored 5 goals last year, did Andrew Vanzi. Had a best return in 2017, 2018, that season, where he had 6. And now he's in his 171st cap with Humberline, who are on the charge here again. And Levon Williams, who has been busy trying to get another one on target. Here's Hardley Barnes trying to get the better of the Humberline skipper. Kong picks it up, trying to play that one through the line of defenders.
Kong is really showing some good vision here, and as a deep line midfielder, not the type that you see that was good to pass sideways and back. He's always looking to make a penetrative pass, and something that's very, very good to see. So we're up on the hydration break.
Yeah, you love to see it. There's Marlon Martin. Actually was a captain at Charlemont just a couple of seasons ago, Marlon Martin. He's just 19 years old now. I like to see the youngsters coming into the league, and as we head further into the post-pandemic era, I suppose that's one of the main positives that you can take.
Most definitely, Donald. It's a blessing to see that, and they're making a transition. Not just the case where they're saying it's just youths and you want to have youths. These are quality youths.
Spoke earlier about anticipating teams playing with the handbrake down, and it's something that both of us would have looked forward to at the start of the season based on the fact that there is no consequence of sorts for teams this year in terms of the relegation.
Most definitely, but the only thing that could deter us from getting that is unless coaches and their egos just want to make it all about them. But I think it's a perfect opportunity to play good attacking free-flowing football without the threat of relegation. And I have to give credit to these two teams today. They have started well, and they're looking to do that, and long may it continue.
My producer may correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably one of the better matches so far in this season.
You're talking about bottom of the table clash, so yeah. It is one of the better games, for sure. And you would be correct because you didn't say the best game. One off.
No, Arnett Gardens plays down and he's going to need some attention, I believe. It maybe O'Shane Roberts there.
Try and see what happens.
Yeah, just got the wind knocked out of him by Visional Harris.
Yeah, you expect him to continue.
His last goal in the Premier League was actually in the 2015-16 season for Shane Roberts. He was representing Waterhouse at the time though, and he scored it against Humberland.
Well, I hope you jinx it right today and he gets another one. Humberland wouldn't be pleased with me saying that, but just for the neutrals so we have more goals in this one.
I'm sure he would remember that fixture. O'Shane Roberts off for the moment. Romeo Guthrie being a nuisance over on that far side, but losing possession.
Roberts back on for Arnett.
Good news for them defensively because they have to do some defensive work at the moment. Not taking any chances there, Janoy Cunningham.
Yeah, just giving his team a chance to reset and get their shape.
Yeah, even if his confidence is sky high after that goal, he's sticking to the basics.
Yeah, seeking to do it at both ends of the pitch.
Humberline looking to go ahead, and that's put behind. It should be a corner kick. It is. Reflected effort there, coming in after that shot from Gregory Lewis.
So we've already seen a goal from a set play, a corner kick for Arnett. Let's see what Humberland will do with this one. So if there's anything coming straight off the training ground.
This one delivered inside, and there was some hesitancy from Rodriguez. Still a chance for Humberline if he can gather well. Courtney Hill, he doesn't. He lost possession, and Arnett Gardens trying to come away with it now. Ezran Simpson. There he is now looking for another option. Switching the play, looking for Steve Clark. And just enough done there to take it away from Clark. And Arnett Gardens will have to settle for the throw.
These two teams now looking to pick up at the tempo.
Not the best setup that was, but he has another chance to let crack. Marlon Martin in the end, he was trying to feed Cephas, and it just didn't come off.
Yeah, but had it gone through, I think Cephas would have had a glorious opportunity to trouble Harrison.
Arnett Gardens with the majority of the possession so far in this game at 55%.
And it's not credit to Arnett as we see a player down for Humberland. But credit to Arnett in terms of the possession. It's not just possession in the...
it's not empty calories, is it?
No, it's not just in the defensive area. They're really, a lot of it would have been an attacking play, and as you see on that play there, a lot of the players, once they feel, and Lewis on that occasion once you just feel the contact, they're going to go down. It's a part of the modern game. It doesn't have to be much. But yeah, the possession from Arnett has been...
Oh, that's not a bad ball at all. Two waiting inside the box and couldn't get by the first defender.
Needed to curl that one into the area. Did Lewis.
Shamar Roden there over on that far side. Set free, here is again. And that sent long inside the area. The flag has gone up for offside. The referee has said play on, and that is played through. Hardly Barnes will get there. Has two in support. Twisting and turning, looking for the additional yard of space. Guthrie. And probably was caught late there. There was a scream from him. Clark trying to play that one through, and Cumberland should come out of their own defensive third here. Cumberland, Lewin. Again, can't get by Ezra Simpson. Cephas goes on a run. Lays it across, and oh, it's blocked on the line. Guthrie. Clark was right there, and the setup is over the top as Luca Kung sends that one high. But that was another big chance for Arnett Gardens, and somehow they were denied.
Again, it all happened because of Cephas. Great run down the flank and a good ball inside. Goalkeeper just parried into part of Clark, but that was a big block on the line.
Gregory Lewis was there.
Yeah, but you wonder how is it that Arnett is still level here. Really carved out some decent chances in this opening 32 minutes. And you hope they don't live to rue all these missed chances.
O'Neill Anderson. John Cunningham. Ronaldo Cephas. Double teamed on that occasion. We get it back though, Cephas. Trying to make a dink inside the area. It wasn't close to Hardy Barnes, so it was an easy clearance for Humberline. Here's a delivery inside, the keeper calls for it, no problems on this occasion.
One of the features of this Arnett play today, Donald, that is causing a lot of problem for Humberline is that there are two wide players in Clark and Cephas. I said the two wide players in Clark and Cephas, they come inside once they're on the passive side of play and ensure that Guthrie and Barnes are not isolated and create numbers up in the box, giving a lot of target to either of those wide players who are on the ball, and that's creating a lot of problem for this back four for Humberline.
Harris collects, and it's going to be a goal kick. Did cross the line, Harris, as he tried to make just an additional yard of space to get the cross in.
If you to counter that type of play, Vanzi and Lewis for Humberline will have to drop into the back line to try and even out the numbers.
Hill robbed. Kong plays it upfield. 3 against 3 at the moment. Play being switched, and I don't think that was necessary at all. Clark acknowledging the idea, but I'm not sure if that was the best way forward there.
Yeah, Roberts just put too much punch on that one. It's always going to be difficult for Clark to get onto it. But again, it's aiming for either Clark or Cephas. They have been bright and bubbly in this opening 35 minutes. And I suspect they're going to be doing this for the better part of the 90 minutes. This Arnett Gardens team, because of their youthfulness, probably decent condition.
Rodney was a bit careless there, and it's gone through to Steve Clark. Clark goes down, the referee calls back the play. Free kick to Arnett Gardens. Yeah, he was really late on that one.
Very late.
Mark Rodney, well, hasn't really imposed himself on the game as yet, as we know he can.
He'll be hoping that this one does not result in a goal. A slightly better position than the corner that the Arnett scored from.
This one delivered and easily handled. Thinking of the shot, fires that one to the keeper, straight to him.
Decent effort. And
it was.
Rising still, good comfortable out in the end for the goalkeeper, but certainly Martin doing well there.
They look good from here. Here's another opportunity for Arnett Gardens. That wasn't the best pass inside, nor it was the best clearance afterwards.
But you look at that shot from Martin, and early in before the game we were talking about how important a role they're going to have to play in terms of protecting the back four, but both of them, Kong and Martin, has done well in terms of helping on the attacking front for this Arnett Gardens team.
Good handles there by Mikhail Harrison. There's another delivery inside. Homeland defense called to work. Haven't been doing the best, although
that was a calm and composed.
It was. Clark. Anderson delivered, looking for the run of Cephas, who was there at the back post, lurking. It had to be put behind for that corner kick.
And there's a feature of the play that I was talking about earlier, Donald, with two wide players tucking in and creating numbers up in the box and giving the Sunderland back line a lot to think about. And ensures, again, as I said before, that Guthrie and Barnes are not isolated. So often you play a system with these wide players and central striker become isolated. Not the case here with Arnett. They're playing it quite well.
That one was rifled in by O'Shane Roberts.
But an enjoyable watch so far.
Indeed it has. Indeed it has. So no fixture in the Premier League has had more than 2 goals, and I suppose this game,
don't bring the curse on it, Donald.
Odds-on favourite to break that. It's gonna come. I'm sure it's gonna happen. Kong again looking for that long ball over the top to Clark, who collects. Rodney applying good pressure, and then the ball given up to Visional Harris, and he was pulled back by Luca Kong. Again, Harris was asking for the card, and
I think Kong learned his lesson from the opening goal. Not that he was the culprit, but as a team they needed to have stopped the counter by whatever means, and on that tactical foul there, they did that and give themselves a chance to regroup.
Lucky to escape, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he would have had much complaint if he was shown the yellow. Beautiful work there by Cephas.
I suppose it wasn't as bad as what happened with Saka yesterday.
Not quite, but a good play, showing that there you see it, there you don't. You could watch that over and over. Lovely skill. So not only can he run down the flank and deliver some good square, but has some decent close touch as well. So far has been the bright spark for this Arnett Gardens team.
Yep, skillful lad. Still hoping to score his first goal for Arnett Gardens, as he was almost set free on that occasion. Oh, that's a lovely challenge. And now he is free. It's Cephas on his left. Oh, he has missed it badly. Still longing for that first goal. And he's on bended knee wondering how on earth he didn't keep that one down.
Maybe I'll tell you it was his weak of his two foot there in terms of putting it back on his left. And always rising, leaning back. But before that, Martin, yes, decent challenge to win it and create the opportunity. But you feel he could have struck it earlier, Martin. Struck one from further downfield on that occasion. Didn't choose to shoot, letting Cephas, and didn't result in any challenge to Harrison in goal here for Humble Lion.
Twelve shots have been taken by Arnett Gardens in the first half, and they may just have a couple of more here. As, again, they tried to make the transition into the attacking third. And Kong sends it wide. Cephas robbed on that occasion, but he does get it back, although he did so illegally. Probably leaving a footprint somewhere.
The defender did well on that occasion. Cephas would have had the run on him all game long. And the road in on that occasion, winning that battle.
I know he was very skillful back in his day at Arnett Gardens, Cephas. And even as we saw just now,
Charlie Smith is where what you would have intended to say for Cephas. That's where he used to show all the skills you are talking about, Donald.
Yeah. I'm sure you would have preferred actually being on target than the bit of skill that we saw just a couple minutes before that effort.
For sure, and if you speak about that, the one disappointment I think for Arnett as we come to the close of the first half is the fact that they have had so many attempts on goal, but only one goal to show for it. And there have been some decent effort, decent chances. Not a one-on-one with goalkeeper, but just scuffing the shot or not placing it properly, shooting rather than trying to finish.
Well, also remember that the wind has been with them in the first half. So they would have been more inclined to shoot Arnett Gardens. They've had the majority of the possession as well.
And there you emphasize, Donald, good possession as well.
Clark getting the free kick.
Again, Clark showing that not only willing to do the work on the offensive end, which he has been bright so far, but tracking back. And in the system they come back to ensure there's numbers up on in the wing back position. So good transitional play here and fluency in the formation by Arnett Gardens.
Roberts.
We get to understand that 4 minutes be added to this first half, and it has been a decent one, so we look forward to that 4 minutes, those 4 minutes.
Probably another chance for Arnett Gardens, and no free kick given on that occasion. Williams goes chasing. Harris, and there's a free kick to Humble Lion in a dangerous position here.
I think Harris trying to point out to referee at Hamilton that how much more fouls have to be committed on him for somebody
He's
to
still
be
asking
carded.
for it.
Yes, he is.
He's still asking for it. Never change, Viginal Harris. Never change.
Still asking, Donna. I think he just wants them to be warned so that he can have a little bit more freedom.
Yeah.
But on that occasion, he was going down very easy. I mean, a little contact around the waist and he went down. So he got what I think that offense deserved, a free kick.
Well, this is Andrew Vanzi territory, isn't it? And he's the one who has placed the ball down. And there is no challenger to him at the moment as the wall is being set up.
Lewis there just making an inquiry. I think Vanzi will have only one intention, and that is to give Rodriguez a lot of trouble.
It is Vanzi who steps up straight into the wall. Anticlimactic.
Commentators cursed.
Well, that was a two-footed challenge there from Hill. That wasn't called. As the play continues, the ball is played through, and Rodriguez with some good reflex work there as Williams tried to poke that one past him. And Cephas is on the charge.
Good ball through the middle there, just split the defense, and Williams not able to connect in a way that would trouble Rodriguez. But the pass was a good one.
So, about 90 seconds to go in this first half.
I think both coaches would have been pleased with the showing from their team. Much improved from their last outing, both of these teams. Both have scored their first goals of the season. And also, more so for Arnett Gardens, brighter going forward from a game where they only hit the post. In terms of their offensive play in their first game, to registering a number of shots on target and creating a lot of good goal-scoring opportunities.
Here they come again, Arnett Gardens. And there they go again, losing it out in a dangerous area.
I think first time we've seen a poor touch from Cephas, but maybe just winded a bit. He's done a lot of running in this first half, and more than anyone else must be looking forward to the half-time interval.
Yep. Luca Kong making a mark in this game. In no uncertain terms.
Doing well, and on that occasion doing the work required of him to break up the play.
Oh, the ball over the top. It's a big chance for Arnett Gardens. And hardly Barnes could not get by Mikhail Harrison again.
Harrison really coming up big again for Humble Lion, and on that occasion Barnes, you expect him to finish, and the pass to him onside his run, timed his run quite well, and that one ball over the top, a high line from Humble Lion, and you expected Barnes to hit the back of the net.
First half almost ending like it started for Humble Lion, with a ball through on goal. with Welcome back to the National Stadium East Field. Arnett Gardens against Humberline is the matchup. And we are on the way here at the Stadium East Field for the start of the second half. The first half was intriguing. We saw several chances. And Arnett Gardens looking for one more. Played through. And it's just wide from Hardley Barnes. On this occasion, Michael Harrison couldn't get a touch on it. But what a ball that was from Steve Clark to his number 9.
Beautiful ball, and again Barnes just coughed the shot, and you're right, agonizingly close. It didn't on target. There's no way Harrison was going to get to that one. It started where they left off from the opening whistle.
Yeah, so much for the breeze. Huh?
I tell you, it's all about the build-up play, Donald. And again, a good pass, setting Barnes through. I think Barnes will feel like he owed this team a goal today. He has gotten a number of look-ins, decent ones too. So again, looking forward to seeing Arnett continue this bright play.
There has to be a third goal in this fixture, right? Surely.
So far it looks like it would be coming from Arnett, but on the counter, this Humberline team cannot be taken lightly.
Burns and Lewin was trying to place that one through. Didn't work on that occasion. Now here's Cephas. Does well to get by his marker. And couldn't get by Lewin, who fouled him.
Yeah, you felt he would have used the half-time break to rehydrate himself and put his legs up a little bit and get ready to run again. He was full of energy in that first half. Created a lot of problems for Roberts in the first, Roden in the first half.
I was seeing Roberts with the delivery here. Sent inside of the back post. Steve Clark was there. I'm not sure if he timed the run and the header to perfection.
It was a threatening moment again from Arnett. Good delivery there from Roberts. Again, he was the one who delivered the ball for the goal for Arnett. Again, good curling delivery. Clark couldn't get on the end of it, but good quality again shown by Roberts.
It was probably actually Simpson on the end of that one on that occasion. It may just have been Simpson. Both Simpson and Clark actually having similar hairstyles.
Just kicked under the studs there of Harris. Did Barnes. Roberts, sorry. Not the usual quality that we've come to expect from Roberts on that occasion.
Flag goes up against Harris. Cephas collects well. Good recovery challenge there. Lewin. Lewis. Lewin making that run. Couldn't keep it in play.
When those rare attacks coming from Humber Lion, the pattern for them will continue. Soak up as much pressure and try and break quickly.
Allen. Too much on that for Steve Clark to get on the end of it. Good win by Clark. Hardly Barnes holding up the play well. Now the switch. Cephas getting in the way, and it's going to be a throw into Humber Lion.
Sure, Arnett will want to get Cephas on the ball as they did in the first half. Cephas committing the infringement there, and it all had to do with the fact that he got into position late. Defenders calling him to get back into shape to do his defensive duties. He was a little bit tardy in getting back, and as such, once the throw-in came, it's always second best. Pretty sure he's hoping that this one does not cause Arnett too much problem all over the back.
Courtney Allen is the one who placed it initially, or Courtney Hill rather. But this one is off the bar and behind.
Yeah, the goalkeeper didn't get a hand on it, just kisses the top of the crossbar, and Cephas might be the most relieved player on the Arnett Gardens team there, because he was tardy in carrying out his responsibility.
Rodriguez would consider himself a little bit lucky as well. I don't think he was anywhere near it.
It's true.
That effort from Lewis hit the top of the crossbar, yes, but I'm not sure if it swerved late or the breeze swung it away from Rodriguez, but I don't think his hand was near it at all. Picked up, and Clark could maneuver his way through. Good work by Ezra Simpson there.
And as we spoke about, Donald, before the second half started, we expect Humber Lion to be very direct. We saw a raking pass there to trying to pick out Harris. It's pretty much the pattern of play we expect from them this half. Point play and try and play that long ball over the top as the two wing backs for Arnett Gardens push high.
Not the same tempo that we saw in the first half.
Guess it's not as cooled as players would have liked. They would have extended a lot of energy in that first half. Hard pressed to keep the pace up. And the quality.
Cunningham the goal scorer on it. Not a lot O'Neill Anderson could do with that.
So we've seen a slight dip in quality and tempo as the players try and get a grip with the game again, settling in.
In front.
Cephas to Roberts. Nice play from Humble Lion. He's been tugged all the way and the yellow card should come out for Marlon Martin.
Yeah, Martin there. Eco trying to stop the play by all means. He's one of the deep-lined midfielders. Foon was not pleased. He was least pleased with that effort from Martin. More fitting of the end.
Lewin was wondering what was going on with the drag that he felt.
Like a parachute pulling him back.
Yep, there's a liver inside and it's headed out into touch. Thierry really was wondering why he wasn't moving anywhere.
More fitting of the NFL, that type of tackle coming in from Martin. But I'm pretty sure his team will be pleased with what he did there in terms of trying to break up the play.
Shamar Roden with the throw. Arnett Gardens handling that one well. And just sending that one long to the edge of the box, and there's a foul committed, and the kick goes in favour of Arnett Gardens.
We've seen a slightly better display here going forward from Humberland in this second half, and I think attributing to that is the fact that Hill has gotten on the ball a lot more and is growing in confidence and also influencing this game a lot more.
Yeah, Alex Thomas's team would have had all the possession or most of the possession in that first half, and now he's thinking of making a change. Shadane Lopez, it seems, is going to be coming on shortly for Arnett Gardens. Play switched over to the right hand side. It's kept in play. Still a chance for Humble Lion as there's a delivery inside from Mark Rodney and it goes out into touch. Not a lot to be said about that.
No, and again the wind didn't assist him on that occasion, so you still have to execute properly even when you have the benefit, as we put it, of the wind behind you. But his contact on the ball on that occasion was not going to result in a quality cross into the box.
All of a sudden, Humble Lion with the majority of the possession in the second half, inching their way as far as possession is concerned, as far as dominance is concerned as well, trying to dictate the game.
And a lot has to do with the tempo as well. I think the tempo of the game has slowed and it is more in favour of Humble Lion.
Well, they have to try and pick it up now. Here's Martin on the ball, sending it over to Steve Clark. Clark delivers, and it's headed away. Rika Edwards was there. Martin collects once more for Arnett Gardens. Travelling in a cul-de-sac and going back to O'Shane Roberts. Ball played inside to Cephas. Cephas deflected, wide and just wide.
Yeah, goalkeeper definitely had no chance of that being on target, but acrobatic effort there from Cephas. Again, a player influencing the game, having his say in this game. Good ball, well onside. And overhead kick.
Mikhail Harrison was beating Orleans up.
He came off Lewis.
Corner kick, and he couldn't wrap his foot around that as he attacked it. And it was Cunningham looking for his second goal in this match. Hardy Barnes hasn't had the best game, has he?
No, missed a number of chances. Certainly should have had at least one goal in this one. Had he done so, then Arnett would have been leading this one. But yeah.
Rashiki Nelson coming on. Actually, Rashiki Kelson coming on. Hugh Howell coming on as well. Roden making a run, playing it inside. Devon Williams couldn't beat his marker. So the dimension of the game probably just changing now.
The substitution for Arnett took place in the 60th minute. Officially, number 9, Arnett Gardens. He was replaced by number 16, Rashid Kelson.
Humberline trying to shore up things in the middle of the park by bringing on Hugh Howell.
Humberline, number 19, Gregor Lewis, was replaced by number 31, Hugh Howell, also in the 60th minute.
So with those substitutions, at least we've seen a change in position for some personnel. Where Arnett is concerned, we see Clark, who started out on the right wing position, now coming through the middle, and Kelson, who came on, now occupying the right wing position.
Shamari Dallas is also on for Humberline, by the way, so a double change was made by Humberline. And here's an opportunity. Oh, this is a big one for Humberline. It's wide of the mark. Levon Williams through on goal. Couldn't put it on target.
Almost doing everything right there, just didn't get it on target, dragged it just wide, and I mean really very close, well onside, and he did the right thing going for the far post, but in the end wide of the mark. But that's the worry for Arnett, with all the dominance, with all the chances created. Humberline, as we said before, very dangerous on the break. Play very direct, and the passes from them in the midfield, breaking the lines of this Arnett Gardens team.
They have another chance. 6 players inside the box at the near post. Rodriguez didn't hold on, and Williams again couldn't quite control. And yep, there was another deflection. It's going to be another corner kick, but that was another big opportunity. Rodriguez should have done better there, and then he was just robbed at the last minute. Williams, and again Rodriguez doesn't look confident at all, and his defense has to bail him out once more.
Yeah, not any evidence of confidence there from Rodriguez. The first one, you expect your goalkeeper to come and claim that. It just went through his hands, and he got his fingers on the ball but couldn't hold on.
Oh, the ball is played through, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. He thought he kept it alive there, but Reginald Harris couldn't quite put it back from behind the line. The flag had gone off for offside at any rate.
Yeah, he might have extended himself too much there, Harris, feeling the pain in the back. But a few anxious moments there for Arnett Gardens, and they must know that with all their dominance and all their chances, there's still a chance that they will walk away from this game with nothing to show.
Roberts. Not the best first touch from Cephas. Howell. Too much on that one to Williams.
Certainly a much improved showing here on the offensive front from Humberline in this second half. And like I said, tempo from Arnett has fallen, and more than likely that has really helped Humberline into in helping them to really grow into this game.
Cephas. Clark. Howell. Looking for the out ball. And he's found his way through to him. Trying to play the assist. Visional Harris.
Was it Williams he was looking to let in?
Now they've given it up. Here's Hill. And he has given it up. And now here's Cephas. Can utilize his pace and does well. Ronaldo Cephas laying it across, and the shot is over the top.
Yeah, Kelson always leaning back, and he gotten over that one. He felt it was an opportunity to hit the target, but leaning back and technique will only result in it going over the top. I've seen a lot of Cephas in this half making those runs, but when he does on that occasion, an opportunity came for Arnett which they couldn't take. And before that run, I was about to say that Milan had done well in terms of marshalling Cephas in this second half.
Again, the long ball over the top. Opportunity here for Hill. And just manhandled there, losing possession. And speaking of manhandling,
returning the favor.
Could have been worse. Here's Roberts. Oh, nice touch. Clark. Kong. Ronaldo Cephas. Oh, wonderfully done. Cephas. I'm going to say he was trying that pass.
I don't think so, Don.
Looking for inside, and no problems there for Michael Harrison.
And twice now in the first half he tried putting it on his left and it went way over. Again, if we look here, cut back on his left.
Oh my goodness, what a move that was.
I think he was going for a goal.
He was actually.
And there was Guthrie right on top, waiting for a layoff.
Cephas can be special, you know.
And that's what you get from talented players sometimes as a coach. You know, with them you have the ability to unlock stubborn defenses, but also sometimes they can frustrate.
See replay on the challenge there as
Simpson too strong. So we're into a hydration break. I'm pretty sure at this stage of the game coaches will use this to also get some coaching points to the players, try and improve the showing, to try and break this deadlock as these two teams are locked at a goal apiece.
So James Thomas has come on for Humberline, by the way. Courtney Hill made his way off the park.
The 6 to 9 minutes substitution for Humberline. Number 20, James
So
Thomas. in for number 25.
As we go into the final quarter of this game, still very much all to play for both teams. And maybe, just maybe, they step up and go into another gear here. Visional Harris opened the scoring for Humber Lion in that first half.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass from Williams, and Harris made no mistake.
And then the equalizer 7 minutes later from Cunningham off a set piece. Free kick to Humber Lion. This one all on the turf. Arnett Gardens finding it difficult to clear. That was a handball there from Kelson. Yep.
Yeah, didn't know much about it, but in the end, not being allowed to get any advantage from that. Coach Price there has seen enough to suggest that this Arnett Gardens team will give him a chance.
Ball delivered inside the area. Kelson will get there first. Cephas is making a run. Kelson, did he commit the foul there? Although whistle eventually goes. Shamar Roden protecting the ball well. Don't think the first attempt was the problem. It was, I think it was the subsequent attempts at the ball. Lewis goes long. Keeper comes out, and in the end Simpson relieving him of his responsibilities. Now here's a chance for Arnett Gardens. Oh, that's a lovely ball played through. How did he miss from there?
That's a big miss from Cephas, and he found himself through the middle as Arnett seek to rotate their front three, and well onside, timed his run well, but certainly didn't time his kick so well or execute it so well. That's a big miss. You felt it was easier to score, and he went with the instep. You felt even a foot side would have been easy with that. Let's have a look to ensure. Yes, the outside of the boot.
Well, there was just enough pressure, wasn't there? On his inside, Mark Rodney was there. There was just a hand on his shoulder, just to make his presence felt.
There's greater control, Donald, when you use that foot side. He went with it, and with it emphasized even more that he should have gone that way with the pressure on him. Would have been able to control that shot better.
Donovan Sigree, by the way, has come on for Steve Clark. So fresh legs for Arnett Gardens. Here's Luca Kong sending it long, and Cephas.
Well done.
Well, he's going to get up and try again. And he literally does this as he sends it across, and there was nobody there.
Just out of the reach of Kelson.
Williams. Oh, lovely ball inside to Harris. And he was bundled over there, was he? He was looking for a call.
I think he was looking for the contact as well.
He probably was. Pedestrian stuff almost just now. Kelson, though, making the run. stabbed out of the area. Williams picking it up, needing some support. And has some work to do to keep that one in play. Dallas.
The substitution for Arnett Gardens took place in the 73rd minute unofficially.
So James Thomas on the field for Humberline. Although this one is played in the area. Oh, that's a big chance! And finally he puts it away. He has worked so hard, Ronaldo Cephas. And in the 75th minute, Arnett Gardens, they take the lead, courtesy of that long-awaited first goal for the Junglists, for Ronaldo Cephas.
And give credit to the substitute coming on there. You spoke about them bringing on fresh legs, Donald, and fresh legs also had good quality in it. And that pass that curled around the defense, and at its furthest point it was away from the defenders and just met Cephas arriving around or through the middle of the defenders. Just needed to make contact. Very difficult for the goalkeeper when he goes between the legs, and it's nothing more than what Arnett Gardens deserve in this run. And I tell you, Donald, if we did talk about this one game, the way it has been played, the most likely to get more than 2 goals so far this season, and we're on the money.
We are indeed the first goal in the first game in the Jamaica Premier League to have more than 2 goals, and this game really deserving of that. We've seen some good action in it, and I'm not sure if it's over as yet. Humberline, they have quite a few minutes in this one to get the equalizer, and the game may be stretched as well, but really it seemed as if it was a master stroke from Alex Thomas, the head coach, to make that change.
Yeah, it was a good substitution. His 2 wide players had worked a lot, Clark and Cephas early on, and as such he felt he needed to freshen up. Cephas was still bubbling. Clark might have dipped a bit.
Delivery inside for Humberline, and there's the header that's wide of the mark. Andrew Vanzi was there.
Because when he made the substitution with Kelson coming on, Clark had gone through the middle, and you felt it was a means of trying to get some rest through the middle. And as such, he felt he wants to win this game, doesn't have any room out there for tired legs. And as such, the change with Sigri was beautiful.
Here's Humberline. Rodney inside. Now they are moving forward in numbers. Arnett Gardens forced to do some defending. I don't think this game is going to peter out at all, Dwight.
No, I think to the end, and you'd feel Arnett in the 79th minute. You feel they'd look to control this one. It's difficult sometimes when you have a youthfulness out there. They like to go. They just like to keep going. And for sure, Humberline, they need to get back into this one. So you're right. I don't see this one petering out.
And they're going to put some additional pace on the line. Ron Richards is getting ready to come on for them.
They're going to be looking. They were playing very direct before, so they're going to look to play those direct passes and get the runners onto it.
Here's a free kick, lofted inside the area, headed away. Oh, he was bullied there, Dallas. He really was. And it's going to be a free kick in an interesting position here. Remember that they have the breeze behind them. I don't consider this to be too far out. Harris is the one who is behind this. And they are going to make a change, and, well, Harris is the one that is going to be coming off. Although I think Harris has signaled saying
he wants to take the kick.
He wants to take this kick first.
And I think the coach has obliged. Sometimes you do that as coaches, you know.
Well, he'd want to come up trumps with this. It is Harris. And that's his final contribution in the game.
And has made it even more justifiable that the coach will replace him. A decent game for him. He has held the line quite well.
Yep. Of course, he opened the scoring.
So I think he has done his part. Would have wanted to go with a bang with that free kick, but was not to be.
Substitution here for Cumberland.
So Ron Richards on in his stead.
Replaced by number 45, Ron Richards.
Oh, it's gone through, and behind it's Williams inside the area, heading to the byline, and at the near post, Rodriguez had to switch at the last minute as he was anticipating the square.
Yeah, he was gambling a bit, Rodriguez. And Williams trying to be smart there to catch him out.
Ball played inside the area. Oh, it's a chance for Humble Lion. And nothing doing in the end. It was Dallas again who was in the thick of things inside the area. And I tell you what, Arnett Gardens defense, not the strongest. Of course, it's a little bit shaky and youthful. Just to confirm the substitution, Richards coming on for Harris. And here comes Arnett Gardens. Kelson collects. Kelson getting by one. Ball almost played through to Cephas. Sigri was trying to play that one through. And it goes the other way with Richards. Oh, he beats one, and Simpson will go into the referee's book. Easy call there.
Yeah, quite easy. Late with the feet and using the hand to assist in breaking up that play.
Howell. Lewis looking for that extra yard of space. And that's the result.
Yeah, he did think about it before that, and then once he got a little more time on that, I think Arnett would be satisfied with Umberline shooting from such distance. And what we are seeing from as this substitution comes up for Arnett,
Cephas,
who's had a decent game, I'm pretty sure, certainly in the reckoning for player of this game.
Oh yes. Damario Deacon coming on for Cephas. Who else would be in the running, though? That's the question. Outside of Ronaldo Cephas.
For sure, himself and Clark did well in the first half, but Cephas with his goal and his continued play, definitely the leader for me.
Gets high marks for efforts. And to add to the effort, he got the goal as well, so...
Most certainly. What we've seen from Umberline in this latter part of this game, sort of switching between 4 at the back and occasionally it's like a 4-2-3-2 system that they've employed here, trying to chase the game. And that's the challenge with that, is that the switching of the play from Arnett, if they do break on the counter, a lot of space parallel to the 18-yard box.
Here's Umberline once more. It's Williams, Richards. Lovely free-flowing football there, but the end result wasn't the best.
Yes, certainly one of the better plays from Umberline. Good build-up play. And the challenge in the box had to be, again, inch perfect.
Yep, had to be.
And it seemingly was. Rodriguez playing for time there.
There it was Dallas again. And how many times have we seen him inside the area just making himself just a nuisance to the Arnett Gardens defense?
Yes, he has done well since coming on, breaking out of midfield with those late runs. See, that's the challenge there for Umberline with the 3 at the back. There's going to be gaps between the defenders, even more so when you have runners wide and defender going wide to track the run.
Here they come again, Arnett Gardens. He gets the call in his favour. I figure that he probably was just a little bit fortunate there, Donovan Sigri. Lofted inside the area. There was a yelp from the Mario Deacon. And there's a late challenge coming in, and the yellow card may come out again. Referee Hamilton not having any of it. Yeah, poor Shamari Dallas. Just leaving a mark there, O'Neill Anderson. Confirming the yellow card. Shown to the left back. Another free kick.
And finding themselves having to make a number of fouls in this dying moments of the game.
Rodney delivers, and Rodriguez holds on.
Showing safe hands there, Rodriguez, for a moment in the game. Twice he came out of the box, came out of the goal and didn't collect, but safe pair of hands there.
Howell. We expect quite a few minutes to be added for stoppages at the end of this half. Delightful ball into Richards! Oh! What a ball that was! And Richards' first touch was absolutely immaculate, but the second let him down.
It was a raking pass, a beautiful pass, and needed a better finish to really show justice to that pass. His first touch, excellent, Donald, and falling away on it for a moment there, feeling that they were going to give up their advantage. Richards, coming off the bench, had a glorious opportunity to bring his team level up for a second time in this game.
Arnett Gardens, they've had 19 shots. Humberline, they've had 12. The debate will continue as to whether this is the best match in the Jamaica Premier League so far this season. It has produced the most goals. First time that we're having 3 goals in a game this season.
And it has also provided a lot of entertainment as well, and high level amount of shot on target. 19 shots by Arnett and 9 on target. And they had 4 on target.
How it goes into the referee's book.
So it's a game where you had good play throughout in the middle of the park, good tussle, but also a lot of goal mouth activity, Donald. It was a game that was good all over. Yes, how well the dying moments here.
So 5 minutes of stoppages to be played.
What position indicates minimum 5 minutes to be added to the end of the second half. Minimum 5 minutes to be added to the end of the second
Can
half.
Humberline get the equalizer here? Again, it's punted long.
90th minute caution.
Rodney lost out. Sigree was fouled there. And another late kick coming in.
Unofficially in the 90th minute.
Referee Arnett Hamilton telling him to calm down. The Humberline skipper. That's the first kick. And that was the second charge.
Yeah, I guess that's all frustration from going ahead in this game and now trailing.
Deshaun Bernard comes on for Arnett Gardens in place of Luca King.
King, you might not have said a lot about
Luca
him.
Kong. My
Sorry.
apologies.
You might not have said a lot about him in the second half, but he quietly went about his business and was decent in front of the back four.
I have no doubt that we'll be hearing that name a lot this season, Luca Kong. Would have known that name last year had the schoolboy football season not been cancelled. He would have represented St. George's College there. As we take a look at the foul. A late challenge that came in from James Thomas.
Malicious there, just went for the ball, went over the top just a little bit. But I'm pretty sure with all the stoppages here, we're going to play more than the 5 minutes added on. As they always say, it's a minimum off. But a good game done also. Don't think viewers will mind this one going on for a little while longer.
The Arnett Gardens players most definitely will mind.
For sure. Seeking their first win of the season.
Challenge on the line. So another chance here for Humberline. They've brought the big players up. Delivered inside. A chance for Thomas. Quickly charged down, and then the late challenge, but referee says play on. Goes the other way. Deacon trying to place that one out wide, and nothing doing.
I think he got a little bit excited, Deacon.
Rodney manages to place that one out wide, and Humberland will get the throw. Howell. Roden sends it high, and nothing Thomas could have done with that.
Yeah.
Too high for him.
Yeah, frantic into this one. And Humberland, I counted there 4 players up front seeking to get the equaliser, to try and get off the mark. Seems as if they're going to be rooted at the foot of the table with no points to their name.
Oh, this is from distance. Over the top, Rodriguez was casual a bit, and then found himself backpedaling. It would have been an outrageous effort there.
Yeah, and on that occasion, maybe Donald, the wind carried it, but certainly he was caught out and going over in the end, but he would not have known that. You could see him here backpedaling, certainly concerned about it. Not even sure if he got a touch to it. Looks like he did.
Well, Rika Edwards, the defender, almost had his name in the headlines there.
Likely scorer. There are a lot of players forward, and the goal would have come from so deep.
Not a lot of time remaining, and Arnett Gardens on the verge of seeing out this one, and they have seen out this one. 3 points in the bag.